Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Beauty lies in imperfection. What is perfection? Is it the ability of the subject to exist in total freedom from any failing or defect? Or is it an inability of the beholder to perceive beyond the rest set standards? Where perfection is a lack of a flaw or a deficiency, is it not ironical then that the search for perfection in the aesthetics is a flaw in our conditioning itself? Indeed, in our quest for finding beauty only in the perfect, we find that our quest itself is flawed and hence imperfect. Attributes like wholeness, completeness, order, symmetry, and permanence becomes an archaic law of the bygone standard, and recognition, acceptance, and the celebration of the extraordinary within the ordinary becomes the new order to live by. It is the principle upon which nature bases its design. It is the fundamental on which ancient cultures construct their doctrines of wisdom. For instance, many people have talked about it. The wabi-sabi of Japan, represented here by the incomplete circle, is a concept where objects were often replaced with gold to make the crack or the flaw a unique part of the object's history and add to its beauty. Isn't that a sublime thought? Or the concept of the Jamal huwal Naqs in ancient Arabia. Jamal huwal Naqs translates to beauty derived from a flaw or a defect. This concept is born out of the belief that only God is perfect. Everything else being imperfect is still inherently beautiful because it reflects the perfection of its creator. Closer home, we have the breathtaking Ajanta and Ellora, where it is believed that the master craftsman would deliberately create an error in the fabulous painting or sculpture so as not to compete with the creation or nature. All this makes one ponder upon the obvious question, what is it about imperfection that we find so mesmerizing, so fascinating? Is it the unapologetic audacity, its boldness, its uniqueness, the fact that it exists in spite of itself? Or is it the layers created within the character, the magnificence in its decay? Or does the beauty lie in the splendor of its tragic story, its unachieved aspiration, what it could have been, the potential it could never attain, and the glory, the pomp, the grandeur that it once basked in, now a mere shell of its former self? Or is it the innate ability to find a moment of pure bliss in the seemingly jaded? Maybe these questions shall never be answered, or maybe they aren't meant to be answered. I will leave you with a few lines from a Leonard Cohen song. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget the perfect offering. There's a crack in everything. That's how life gets.